Hi, my name is Oriana Bretschker. I'm the CEO and founder at Aquacycl, and welcome to Wastewater Wednesday. So, are you an industrial food and beverage manufacturer that is looking to expand on your production? Whether this is a greenfield project and you're building a whole new facility, or you're adding new bottling lines to an existing beverage facility. Both of these cases require you to really take into account wastewater treatment. If you don't, there could be some serious delays in startup, and you could also be hit with some reputational risks if compliance isn't considered early on in the planning phase. So what do? Well, if you're increasing expansion within an existing facility, right? So if you're increasing production there, you've got a couple new bottling lines coming on. Of course, you're going to have some operational optimization to do once those lines are installed. So that means you're going to see some big swings, both in volume and concentrations that you're sending down the drain. So if your utility is collecting that, you have to plan for some higher surcharges possibly from the city. However, there are ways to mitigate that if you do treatment on site. Aquacycl can help that, ensuring that as you are increasing your production, you eliminate any of those swings while you're getting the startup phase, but also you're going to be sending consistently more volume down the drain. And Aquacycl can ensure that your surcharge costs do not leaps and bounds go over what you anticipated them to be. And we do that in a very modular way. So first, we'll start off with your production facility as it is, but because we offer containerized package plants that sit on your site, we can add containers, or we can expand on capacity on the existing container, depending on how we can work your optimization in production. And so that will enable your wastewater system to grow with you without actually having to rip anything out or dig more holes or do a lot of civil construction. So it's a good modular way to approach adding to an existing facility. Now, if you have a greenfield facility that you're building out a whole new plant, right? Of course, you have a lot more negotiation that you have to do within the utility that you are going to be operating in. And so whether or not you want to plan for reuse, or if you want to plan for discharge to the utility, on-site treatment can still help in many ways, ensuring that you have a normalized cost within the utility, always remaining within your permit. But if you do on-site to begin with, that's really going to enable you to do reuse, which ultimately can get you to water efficiency goals that you may be targeting for your specific business requirements in 2030. So find out more at aquacycl.com.